Hey, what's up everyone? T-Unit here, making a Magic Phase video with the High Elves and their new spells. Well, they're new to me because I'm new to the game. So basically I'm just going to be walking through them, like how all the spells work. Magic missiles, augments, hexes, direct damage, all that good stuff. So let's start off with the two signature spells. I love that they have two of them now. And their lore attribute of Shield of Sapphire. So Shield of Sapphire is basically the mage or the wizard or whoever the caster sorcerer is has to be in the group. Otherwise, they don't get the ward save off. So if he was outside of the group, then great. If he made 3 spells go off, then I guess he gets a 3+ ward save. But you want him to be in the group so the whole group gets that ward save. So basically every time a spell goes off, then he'll get, the group will get a +1 to the ward save, so it starts at 6, and it goes to a maximum of 3+, which is actually pretty good considering High Elves don't have that great of armor saves, being 4 or 5+, depending on the character. But anyway, so Soul Quench is actually pretty cool, casting value 8+. It's a magic missile that goes 18 inches, and it causes 2d6 strength for hits. So you can read it for yourself. If you want to go for the bigger one, it's 16+. So basically, just giving you an example. So my wizard, let's say, is level 3, and I'm going to roll for the small one, and that's 7 + 3. So that's 10. So that'll go off, which is great. So then I roll 2d6 for strength 4 hits. And then it would be 7 hits. So then you'd roll 7 die for the target unit that you're aiming at. You know, so they'd roll 7 die on strength 4 hits. At least that's believe how it works. If that's not how it works, please leave a comment. Then we have the second signature spell, Drain Magic, which is pretty cool. Casting range of 18, can be targeted on a friendly unit or made as a hex on other units. So let's say this unit of Warriors of Chaos have this augment spell on them where they increase their strength and toughness by 2 or their attacks by 2 or whatever the augment spell is for them. We can drain that magic and make it so it's not there anymore. Or maybe there's a hex that's on this group and we can try to dispel it basically with Drain of Magic. So that's pretty cool. Casting value is 7, or if you want to do multiple units or all units, the casting value will be 14+. So then we have the very first spell, with his Apotheosis. I don't know if I'm saying it right, whatever. It's an augment spell that targets a single model, so it would be really good for like heroes or lords or anything like that, maybe other mages or monsters that have multiple wounds on it or can take multiple wounds. So basically you're rolling on a 5+, so 1 or 2 die would probably be more than suffice. So I got 3, level 3 wizard, so that's 6, so it goes off. But basically I would roll a d3 and it immediately gains lost wounds, so that target model would regain 2 wounds, which is cool. So or you can increase the casting value to 10. So regardless of how many lost wounds, if any, they're recovered. So like, let's say a model has 6 wounds total out of 7, which would be crazy high, and I roll that 10+. If it's not dispelled by another, enemy sorcerer or mage or whomever is trying to dispel it, then all those wounds are gained, back. So basically they're untouched, which is cool. Next thing is Hand of Glory. I really like this one in particular for High Elves because maybe not the Swordmasters wouldn't need the weapon skill buff because they're already at level 6 with that, but I mean someone like the Spearmen or maybe the Archers or anything like that, and you really want to just like beef them up a little bit, is a really good spell. So casting value is 5, and you can choose which characteristic that you want to use, so weapon skill, ballistic skill, initiative, or movement. So those are all really cool, good choices. Personally, I would have rather have seen toughness or strength, just because The high elves are a little bit weaker, but if you can get the hits and the wounds off, then your strength and toughness don't matter too much. Well, I guess it does in the end, but or you can choose a more powerful cast, which would be 10 plus, and all the characteristics will be up by the D3 that you roll. So let's say I roll it and it goes off, so it would be up by D3. So every single one of those characteristics would be up by 3, which is cool. And then we have the Walk Between Worlds. So this is actually a great spell in case you're like in one of those situations where you're being surrounded by multiple units and you're not sure if you're going to make it out of there or not. But basically how it works is a single unengaged unit within 24 inches. So basically what I just said just disregard what I just said about being in close combat. They have to be unengaged in order for this spell to work. So basically I could be over here and then maybe I don't want to fight those guys, which in this case scenario I just don't want to fight them, and I want to move 10 inches back or 10 inches to the left or past them. Basically you're becoming ethereal. So it's actually really beneficial if you want to maybe try to flank them from behind. That'd be pretty cool too. So the bigger version is on a cast of 16 plus, and that allows you up to move to 20 inches. So it works as if it were in the remaining of the move sub phase, which is cool. So as soon as you roll, then you can move the amount of inches that you want to go up to 10 or 20 depending on which cast you rolled. Then we have Tempest. This one's pretty cool too. It's not meant to wipe out entire group, but really just kind of hinder them just a little bit. So you're placing the round template anywhere within 30 inches. Might as well just place it right on the unit that you want to have it go off on, and then it scatters D6 2 inches. Woo. So nothing too bad. Dropping it. So basically how that one works is all models hit by the template suffer a strength 3 hit, and if the models have fly, then it's suffering a strength 4 hit, and that's pretty cool too. And it suffers a -1 modifier to all hit rolls, both shooting and close combat, until the start of the caster's next magic phase. The shooting attacks do not use ballistic skills, must roll 4 plus on a d6 before firing. So basically this would be good against archers or gunmen or something like that. They have to roll a 4 plus in order for them to shoot their weapons. So that'd probably be more beneficial to a group that's not Chaos Warriors. And then we have Arcane Forging. I don't use this one too much. Like I said, I'm brand new to the game, so I don't equip my lords or heroes with too much magical stuff that I don't understand. So I try to keep to the basics, but it's a direct damage spell within a range of 24 inches. So it's good against heroes and mages and other characters that have that may or may not have some magical armor or weapons or enchantments and stuff like that. So basically it's just uncovering what those are, and at random the owning player picks one of those and then is immediately destroyed on a 2 plus. So basically I would roll a dice, I rolled a 3, 2 plus, that means it's gone. So note that this spell has no effect on magic items that are mounts, magic items that contain bound spells, that have miscasts during the game, and any magic items labeled as one use only that have already been used during the game. Do not include these when randomly selecting a magic item. So a good example of that might be the Staff of Channeling, which is what I normally equip my mages with. So you get a +1 to all your the channels and stuff. So you have to roll a 6 to channel. That was magical, right? So let's say I roll a 5. It would count as an extra dice, like the Staff of Channeling. But that's the kind of item or magic item it's talking about that you can use this spell on. And then the last spell we have is Fiery Convocation. This one's pretty badass. So it's a remains in play direct damage spell. So this would be good against a group of Chaos Warriors. Takes a strength 4 hit with the flame attack special roll at the end of every subsequent magic phase. So basically, as soon as my magic phase is done, boom, they get hit by it. As soon as the other mage is going off and he's done, boom, they get hit again until either that squad is entirely wiped out or their sorcerer or mage or wizard dispels that remains in play spell. So suffers a strength 4 hit with. So basically every target in the unit is getting hit by that spell. So that's pretty cool. The casting value is 19. It's a little bit high, so I recommend using anywhere from 5 to maybe 6 or 7 dice, depending on how you feel you're gonna roll. I get lucky with the occasional 4 dice roll. So, and that's really lucky. But that's just my take on the High Elf lore magic and how things work. I think it's a really good magical bench on what they got as far as spell wise. Most of the mages in the High Elf army are lore masters, especially Teclis. He's pretty cool, so being able to choose any spell you want out of the rulebook, plus what you have out here is pretty amazing, and he's got some pretty cool equipment that helps him with getting a couple more die during the magic phase and channeling and things like that. But if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to leave them in the comment section and let me know what you think. If I may have said something wrong or pronounced something wrong or I'm wrong about anything in this video, please feel free to correct me. I guess if I were to ask a question to everyone, I'm not positive on how the flaming attack special rule works out of everything that's on here. So I mean, if you want to shoot me a comment or something like that explaining to me how the flaming attack special rule works, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope this helps everyone that's struggling with the magic phase or is a brand new player. So thanks for watching, guys.